All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update. And today I am talking about one topic only, which is going to be the plot of the Superman film, which has supposedly leaked. So if you don't want to know anything about the movie, then this is the video to skip. Because I do believe, based on the photos that have been released, that this is probably going to be the plot of the movie. It seems to jive with everything that's been released and what we have seen. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to do another video on what I think James Gunn is going to do. And this has to do with the Superman costume. I have a theory about the way the film is going to look. And we're going to talk about this tomorrow, because anybody who defends that Superman suit at this stage, I think you're blind. It doesn't look like anything from the comics. It doesn't look like anything from any other live-action suit we've seen. It is by far the worst of the bunch. It does not show off his muscles. It's not skin tight. It is actually, it basically looks like a cross between, what do you call it? People who go diving and a dive suit. It looks like a cross between a dive suit and like a biker suit, like a motorbike suit. It doesn't look like, it doesn't do David Cornsweet any favors. And I have a theory about what I think James Gunn is going to do. And I will talk about that on tomorrow's video. But let's get into the plot of Superman. And I'm going to show you the picture for this. So here it is. This comes from Rejected Scooper via the Geeky Cast. And this has been going up everywhere. And I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to talk about my thoughts on this. It said, other superheroes are edgy and kill when necessary. Superman is an outcast among them for his optimism and no-kill rule, and ultimately inspires them to change their ways. Lex Luthor is war profiteering on an armored conflict in a foreign nation. Can we say Black Adam? Called Jaranaparia, per IMDb. Superman intervenes in the conflict, and the U.S. government deploys a clone created by Lex, dubbed Ultraman, to arrest him. Ultraman deteriorates into Bizarro and goes rogue. Superman and his super friends must stop him, while Lois Lane and the Daily Planet staff work to expose Luthor for his crimes. Movie reportedly ends with Superman revealing his secret identity to Lois, Luthor avoiding repercussions for his crimes, and announcing he is running for president, and Supergirl arriving on Earth, plus other DCU setups like the Engineer getting recruited into the Authority. All right, so this is the supposed plot, and based on all of the stuff that we've seen, this does jive, which, on top of that, we have a bunch of other characters, like how does, what's his name? The other guy that we had set photos of. I hate it when I do this when I start videos and I forget people's names. But Mr. Terrific. How does Mr. Terrific fall into all of this? It just goes to show that James Gunn wants to pad all of his movies with side characters. This is very much not just going to be a Superman film. That is very clear at this stage. We're going to have Ultraman. We're going to have the Engineer. We're going to have Lex. We've got Mr. Terrific. We've got Supergirl coming in, and he said he would never do that to set up another project. There's just a lot of interesting things going on with this movie and a lot of different characters. And my thoughts on this are, this is all that has been done already with Superman, between my adventures with Superman, between Superman and Lois, the first 4 seasons, and what we had with Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. A lot of this stuff has already been done. Now, we haven't had the Engineer in there, but we've already had a Bizarro fight in Superman vs. Lois. We've already seen the photos of Superman getting arrested, which is just a rehash of what happened with Superman and Man of Steel. It's like James Gunn is going to come out with a very generic story that's not gripping and not focused on Superman specifically, and have all these other extra characters around him. There is a quote that I saw today, and I wish I would have taken a photo of it, where prior to taking on Superman, he said he would never take on a project like this, that he's more interested in the outside characters, the offshoot characters that nobody ever talks about. That's where his ultra goal is. And that's what he would rather tell than tell a story about Superman. And based on the suit alone, outside of what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, it just shows he doesn't care about these characters. And I hate to be the guy that's negative about it, but I'm talking about what I'm actually seeing. As a fan of these characters, this is what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing that he's taking this seriously. Of course, he will get, Mr. Terrific looks just like his comic counterpart. But the suit that Superman is wearing is not like anything else. It does have some elements of the New 52, but it is not form-fitting, and it doesn't show off his form at all. It literally looks like what I said before. It looks like a cross between, a diving suit and like a dirt bike suit. It does not look like a Superman suit. And so it's kind of ridiculous. So what do you guys think about this plot leak for Superman? Do you think it's the actual plot? What are your feelings on it? What do you guys think about the suit, everything that James Gunn is doing, everything that Warner Brothers is doing? It just seems like a very bizarre way to go. But I will be back with a video tomorrow with a few pictures, and I'll be talking about what I think James Gunn is going to be doing with Superman visually. All right, guys, we will see you in the next video.